Live from New Bedford, ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel blog show of authenticity, inspiration, and realness, also of good times, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now, here's your host of the show. He is Big Beefy E. He is Mr. Shenanigans and the elder statesman of the Rant and Rave podcast, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977, episode number 1486. And, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it has been, been a crazy day. We just found out that the 911, hours ago, the 911 services were completely kaput for, and we're down. Basically, they were down. And for almost about, an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, something like that. It's been restored now, obviously. Thank goodness. I think a lot of people, I thought it would take longer than that, Everybody thought, the purge and all that crazy stuff. And then I think most people joke about it, saying, hey, the Celtics won the NBA title. That's got to contribute to that. Is it the extreme heat? Is it everything, We don't know what factors are coming into that, but however, it's been a crazy start to this week already. All right, and how crazy can it be? He's like, Eric, how can your week be a whole lot crazy? The week just started. It's Tuesday. I know that. I forgot, and my good friend William Braun, aka William the Conqueror, reminded me there was a Nintendo Direct. So I figured Nintendo Direct, no big deal. A lot of new Nintendo games, probably some games that I'm not interested in. As you know, judging from the shirt that I'm wearing right now, the Pac-Man shirt, I am a retro gamer. I like retro games from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s maybe. Basically, mostly 80s and 90s has been the big thing. Now, remember 2 years ago when I was down in the basement and I had my second channel? I keep getting hyped up about Capcom Fighting Collection, and I've been annoying my good friend Shorty Scow about it. Well, now the Capcom Fighting Collection, excuse me for just a second, I'm going to scratch my back here. Best thing about this thing. I love back scratchers. Anyways, so the Capcom Fighting Collection. It came out with the Darkstalkers series that would be making their debut the very first time on the Nintendo console. The Street Fighter games, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix also making it some. So, if you think about it, let me look at the Capcom Fighting Collection here for just a second here, because let's see, the Street Fighter games. Now, Cyberbots are already debuted in the Capcom Arcade Stadium. Super Puzzle Fighter, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix, Hyper Street Fighter 2. Red Earth also made, so the Darkstalker series, Red Earth, Super Gem Fighter Mini Mix, or Pocket Fighter, and even Super Puzzle Fighter 2 making their Nintendo debut. So, as you know, the other Street Fighter games and Cyberbots already made their Cyberbots already made their Nintendo debut. They've already been part of the Capcom Arcade Stadium. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fast forward 2 years later, and thanks to my good friend William Bronson, you're gonna like what's going on. So, ladies, I was unable to get some pictures and all that good stuff. However, I will reiterate this down the road. Ladies and gentlemen, Nintendo Switch, it's finally happening. And I'm telling you, I never thought this would, everybody never thought this would happen in a million years, man. As you know, we all wanted the Marvel vs. Capcom, a collection of sorts, with all the, all the Versus games and all that. Well, that dream is now become a reality, ladies and gentlemen. And as a retro gamer and a Capcom fighting fan myself, This is something that I really wanted, and it's finally going to happen, and it's going to come out for the Nintendo Switch. That's right. The Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics is coming out later, sometime this year, in 2024. Now, if it's around the holiday season, talking about your early Christmas gift. Now, it's gonna, all the games in that will make their Nintendo debut, and I mean, because none of these games were on a Nintendo console. I already got some of the games for the Sega Saturn. I got X-Men Children of the Atom. I got Marvel vs. Street Fighter. All right, for the Sega Saturn. I also got it Marvel vs. Capcom 1 for not just the PlayStation 1, but also for the Sega Dreamcast. And the X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Street Fighter, I got the imported versions for the Sega Saturn as well. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I have it for the PlayStation 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all those games will be X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, I have that for the Sega Saturn as well. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 will all make their Nintendo console debut. All of them. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, not only that, for the very first time coming to home consoles, even though it came out for the Genesis, but it wasn't as good. Ladies and gentlemen, The Punisher, the arcade version of The Punisher, the side-scrolling beat-em-up, will be part of that collection. Will make its home console. Now it's made a home console. It will make its Nintendo console debut as well. I'm excited. I'm personally excited because this is why the Nintendo Switch to me will always be the best console on the planet. It is good for those kind of collections, those retro collections you come up with. Now, all they need to do is try to get the Dungeons and Dragons side-scrolling beat-em-ups by Capcom. Ring of Destruction, Slam Masters 2. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Nemo, and Willow. You get those 6 games on a collection and put it on the Nintendo Switch, I'm gonna be a happy camper. But this Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, I'm happy too. This is a happy camper. This is something that all of us have been striving for. All of us have been wanting, I should say. All of us wanted this. Now, as you know, Disney owned the Marvel franchise. It seems like to me, and I think according to somebody said that Disney must be desperate for money. They figured, hey, let's give Capcom the Marvel games, and they can do whatever they want with them. Well, guess what? Thank you, Disney. Thank you, Marvel. Thank you, Capcom. You guys finally listened to us retro gamers. We love these fighting games, and I'll tell you one thing, we just like playing them. And now we have a huge opportunity to play these games on the Nintendo Switch, take screenshots. Now, whether or not they'll come out on the physical, I know on the PlayStation they'll come out with the physical. A lot of people have been upset because they said it's not coming out for the Xbox. I know I have an Xbox One, but I'm definitely going to get it for the Switch. If it comes out a physical copy as well, I'm getting that physical copy, and I'm getting it for the Switch. Because I'll tell you one thing right now. I've gotten the control. I got the Chun-Li joystick. It's perfect. I mean, it's so perfect. I mean, hold on just a second. Give me just a second here, folks. Stay right there. Now, see, this bad boy here is perfect for the Marvel vs. Capcom games. This is perfect. I mean, Fighting Stick Mini. I got a bigger one with Ryu. But this is perfect. Perfect for that. I can't wait to get it set up. I can't wait to get the game. Once I find out the release date, I'm pre-ordering that bad boy. And I'm going to utilize this, man. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so... Yeah, my apologies, guys. So this is a very, very exciting times for us retro gamers. Retro gamers like myself. I know there's a lot of retro gamers out there. I know Maximilian Dude, whom I decided to subscribe finally because I know he talks about fighting games a lot, and this is probably what he wanted, and ladies and gentlemen, he's got it. You know, we got it. Our dreams have been fulfilled. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to get this thing. I cannot wait. I am so hyped up about this, it's not even funny. That's right. My thoughts on Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Am I going to get it? In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and pardon my French out there, well, hell yeah, son. What? That's right. And to all the haters out there. Oh, jeez. Woo! That tuna fish. Man. Woo! Smell what the rock is cooking. Anyways, yeah, so Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, Arcade Classics, 7 of them, all going to make their Nintendo console debut. Punisher, the arcade version of Punisher makes its home console debut. That means my Capcom games that I usually play for the Raspberry Pi are dwindling down a little bit. This is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. So, like I said, it's only there's only what 6 games left that if you have to make a home port. That would be Alien vs. Predator, Galaxy and Dinosaurs, Dungeons and Dragons Tower of Doom, and the other one, Shadow over Mystara. You got Willow, and you got Nemo. And I gotta tell you, that's going to be an insane thing, man. I mean, 6 games left. 6 Capcom arcade games left to make their home. There's 7 if you count Ring of Destruction, aka Slam Masters 2. That's still has yet to make a home console, a home port. And they should. You know? So, yeah, I'm excited about Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Very excited. I'm definitely going to get it. No questions asked. And man, if anybody dares challenge me, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they're going to get themselves a butt kicking. They're going to get themselves a mollywhopping. I'm going to give them one of these, and I'm going to give them one of those. Oh, who are you? Well, I gives them one of these, and I gives them one of those. Then I'm going to go Leroy Jenkins, baby. Anyway. So, yeah, so my week started off great already. I mean, the Celtics won the NBA title last night, and now Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Fighting Collection. Hey, you can't beat that, huh? Is the week gonna get better? I hope so. I mean, listen, summer is, and it's gonna get a little hot out. Summer is coming in 2 days, man. So we shall see what happens there. So that's all the time we have on episode 1486 of the show, The Gamer News of Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Arcade Classics coming out in 2024. We don't know when the exact date is, and I'm sure, hopefully we'll find out later on. It could be later on in the year, you know. And I think knowing, because when Capcom Fighting Collection came out in February, we waited until June, and that's 4 months. Right now, we're in June, so if we wait 4 months, October, that's fine. That's fine. I can pre-order that in October. If my calculations are correct. And I know when back 2 years ago when they came out with when they did a report on Capcom Fighting Collection, they but they already had the date right away though. So if they report it, I think it's going to be probably October. I'm not so sure. It could be earlier than that. It all depends. It all depends. I know that's my superior guess. That's just my guess. I don't know, but if it's coming out this year, I'm getting it. I'm definitely going to pre-order for it. They give me the ability to pre-order for it. I'll go, yeah, right there. Right there. Thank you. I'll probably get myself a gift card and go, okay, where is it? Where is it? Okay, I see it. Pre-order. And then just wait. We'll see what happens. So, upcoming next will be an NXT Event Center. As you know, there's a Battle Royal rumor going around, hasn't it? And what Cody Rhodes said last week, there could be wrestlers from other locker rooms. This ought to be interesting. Can't wait. It'll be less than an hour and a half until NXT. Can't wait. Been a crazy start, crazy end to the spring, and a crazy start to the summer. Yeah, gotta love it. Insanity is its best, ladies and gentlemen. So, gonna take you for a ride. So, thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you guys on the next episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Like I said, NXT Event Center is coming up next. So, until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.